What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. Either way, got a couple things I want to talk about. First thing I want to talk about, the title of this video, will happen towards the end of the video. Oh well. Secondly, I want to talk about Texas heat and how stupid it is. How stupid. Man, it was nice and, well, I'm not gonna say chilly. This wasn't chilly, but it was nice and it was comfortable a couple days ago. And today it's not. Yesterday it was okay, but today it's no. So, no, this is ridiculous. Now, with my complaint out of the way, let's go ahead and get to the meat and potatoes of the vlog. So I saw an article probably a week ago now. I kind of wanted to think about it. And I wanted to think about it in a couple of different ways. Because you can look at it a couple different ways. You can look at it as Suzuki wants to either switch things up and come in with the times, or people are just ready for a change. Either way, hopefully the 2019 Hayabusa has something different to offer. The Hayabusa hasn't really had a facelift in so many years that it needs one. It needs to come to the future and go ahead and it needs to make itself to be on top again. I'm not saying this bike's on top, but now we have bikes like the H2, for instance, coming supercharged. Ooh, that was bumpy. And just immaculately fast. And I don't think a lot of people think of the Hayabusa as a bike that's on top anymore. I think people believe that the H2's on top, or that, oh man, I'm going blank on the other bike I was thinking of. Anyways, I think people are thinking other bikes are on top, and that's cool. It's a personal preference. Kawasaki, the ZR14 or whatever, the Z14R, whatever it is. But Hayabusa is kind of staying the same. Like, yeah, you've gotten a different cluster up here, but that's about it. So I think it's time that Suzuki finally says, okay, sure, we're going to do something drastic and change. Maybe it might appeal to a younger audience. I'm not saying that younger people aren't interested in the current Hayabusa or even an older Hayabusa, but this is a really bumpy road. But I feel like if you went ahead and put more features on the bike, you know, traction control, variable positioning for suspension, I think people would be more inclined to go ahead and buy that bike over a GSXR 1000, because it has more options technologically than the Busa does. And people probably buy that bike because we're a very technology driven world, and I feel like the Hayabusa would have a much larger fan base, customer base, if it had more technology. Because I'm riding a 2017 motorcycle, and I could go pick any other 2017 motorcycle that's not the Hayabusa, and it's going to have a digital cluster, digital RPM, you know, it's going to be digital up there with different options, rather than, I feel like I'm looking at the 90s. And don't get me wrong, I got a 99 Jeep I really like that dash. I really like the cluster up there. It's nice, simple to read, but sometimes when you look down, you don't want to be like, oh crap, you know, where's the needle? Am I going, you know, or whatever. Sometimes you just want to look down and this road dead ends. Sometimes you want to look down and just see your speed. And like I said, we're going into a very technologically driven world. And I think Suzuki could benefit from going ahead and add a bunch of technology, LED, to their bike. Along with whatever else that they think they want to add. I don't know where I am, so we're going to go this way. Where was I? Technology? Yeah. So, if they go ahead, if the rumors are true, you know, 1440 cc's, cool. You're gonna compete with Suzuki with the 1400 or the whatever it's called, the ZR14. I don't care. I don't like Kawasaki. So it can go ahead and compete with them. And if you go ahead, throw a few, you know, another 100 cc's at it, and go ahead and throw a supercharger on there and try to make the horsepower rating go to over 200, then yeah, you're going to be able to go ahead and compete with the H2. Because I love the Busa, but compared to the H2, the bike's not the fastest. It could use some help. You have guys putting turbos on the Busa that have 300 horsepower going up against an H2 with an exhaust, and they're losing. So I guess it's a give and take about what you want. Suzuki will stay loyal to Suzuki people. Sorry, I meant that backwards. Suzuki people will stay loyal to Suzuki, and as will Yamaha people to Yamaha and everything else. So I think it's just more of a personal preference over anything. With that said, I still think Suzuki could benefit from technology upgrades, from being able to appeal to people that want more options, and maybe some more colors. I don't know. I know every year to every 2 years, Suzuki, the Hayabusa, comes out with, you know, typical white, black, or when I bought this, the color was white. I know she's dirty. I live in an apartment with a parking garage, and it is hard to keep it clean. But I feel like Suzuki could benefit from a major facelift, technology, and just a bunch of other goodies. Well, I don't know where I am, which is a good idea to have in theory, but in reality, I kind of want to go home. I got off work before I started making this video. 12-hour day. Some people do 12-hour days every day, but I'm used to working 10-hour days, 10 to 11. An extra hour just kind of takes something out of you. Well, anyway, for watching the video, go ahead and drop your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think that Suzuki could benefit from a major facelift for the Hayabusa? Do you think they should keep it the same and just do more technology? Do you think they should keep it exactly the same with technology, then upgrading stuff like that, and just keeping to their roots? I kind of want to hear what you guys have to think, just because I have my opinion and kind of want to know other people's opinion, because it's nice to have a conversation. If you like the video, go ahead and drop a like, consider subscribing, and there'll be more videos to come. So for now, see you later.